Okay, let's get started with phase 3 of the 26-week internet marketing plan, and that is broaden your base. So what broaden your base is all about is really ensuring that you're reducing your reliance on major search engines, but you're also reducing your reliance on just channeling lots of your money into pay-per-click marketing or into paid marketing. So what you're wanting to do is getting traffic from major directories, industry directories, local directories. Article marketing as well can be a fantastic source of regular, decent traffic. Competitor backlinks. It's important to analyze who's linking to your competitors and actually try and get the same links linking to your website. Forum interaction. Forums are lots of places that people go to on the internet to interact with other people in certain industries. So if you can participate as well, that'll be all the better. And blog comments as well. It's not just your own blog that matters. It's interacting on other people's blogs and how that can actually drive good, decent traffic to your website. Okay, so starting off with major directories. There's a few essential major directories that I certainly recommend getting listed in if you are serious about investing a little bit of money in your internet marketing. First of all, it's the Yahoo directory. Secondly, DMOZ, which is commonly known as the Open Directory Project. Thirdly, BOTW, bestoftheweb.org, and fourth is business.com. So it's worthwhile getting listed in these big major directories. First of all, let's have a look at getting listed in the Yahoo directory. Now, you'll find the Yahoo directory on the website dir.yahoo.com. It's a bit tricky to find from the Yahoo homepage, actually, but it is, a very, very popular website still, a great place of, where to find decent websites in certain categories and really worthwhile getting listed in. So what you do is you search the actual categories within the directory here on the left-hand side. So if you're wanting to list, I'm using this website as an example here, a travel videos website, but obviously you can apply this to any website at all. So what I do for this particular website is click on the travel section within the directory categories, and actually, once I've clicked on that, find a more appropriate section. So having a look at here, I'd click destination guides, which is probably the ideal place to get that kind of website listed. Ideally, for certain businesses, you're actually going to drill down deeper and deeper and get as specific as possible in terms of your categories. And quite often with the Yahoo directory, you can actually drill down about 4 or 5 different categories until you get something so specific for your business. And the secret is to be as specific as possible. If you're not entirely sure that this is the right category for you, then what you can do is you actually use the search box up here to search the directory just to see what other websites with your keywords are actually using as categories to get listed in the Yahoo directory. So what I've done is I've searched for travel videos here, and I'm having a look at the results here, and I see that these websites I've got listed in television networks, travel photos, travelogues, travel destination guides. So after consideration and analysing what other people are doing, I'm thinking, yes, it's probably just best just to go for travel destination guides. But it is worthwhile using that function up there just to make sure you've chosen the right category for your directory submission at Yahoo. Now, if you do actually want to go ahead and get listed, then what you need to do is, once you actually find the right category, is on the right-hand side at the top here, you'll see this option that says Suggest a Site. So if you click on there, and then you'll suddenly get to this page which demands some money off you. So you can either pay $299 on yahoo.com. If you do it through yahoo.co.uk, you'll actually be charged £199. So with exchange rate as it is at the moment, you're better off using yahoo.com. So click on the submit button there, and then you'll be submitted to Yahoo. Now, it's actually submitting your website for consideration on the directory. It's not submitting your website actually definitely for inclusion in their directory. What they'll just guarantee to do is actually consider to list your website within about a week or so. No. No, not at all. But what you need to do is ensure that you're giving yourself as much chance as possible. You need to ensure that your title is just fairly independent and not obviously salesy. Your descriptions, fairly the same as well. And your website's obviously extremely relevant for the category as well. If you make sure all three of those things fit, the chances are you shouldn't have too much trouble getting listed. Similar with regards to the Open Directory project, dmoz.org. And if you click on Suggest URL with there, you can go and actually, once you actually find again the right category that you want to get featured in, suggest the URL, supply your details and apply to actually get your website listed there. However, it is more difficult to actually get listed in this free one, mainly because it's actually edited by independent editors that don't get paid at all and just do it for the fun of it. And quite often, if you're going to get listed, you have to wait on average about 3 months. So the thing about getting listed here, just do a good job with the submission, press submit, and then forget about it. If you get listed, fantastic. If you don't, don't think you've done anything wrong, because quite a few websites can't get listed in there, but that's the way of the world. You just have to go for as many decent directories as possible. But this one's free, so it is worthwhile submitting. Anyway, bestoftheweb.org is your next one. That one costs $239 as a one-off fee, or $79 recurring annually. It's a good, decent website that's been around for quite a while. It's been around since 1994, so because it's a nice old domain like that that's been around for a while, it's trusted more by search engines, so if you get links there, then it is worthwhile. So again, just look for the category that's right for you. I'm browsing, through the sections, just looking for a similar kind of section here, browsing through categories, finding guides and directories within the travel section. So whatever category is right for you, find the category first of all, make sure it's the right category for you, and then again press Submit Site. Submit Site button there at the top right hand side, and then hopefully you'll be submitted there in Best of the Web. Fairly similar to Yahoo Best of the Web in that they'll take maybe a week or so just to go over your submission. As water. As long as if your website is relevant, as long as if it is pertinent to the category, the chances are you'll get submitted there without any problem at all. Business.com is fairly similar, but more difficult to find the directory. This is the Business.com website. Now, to find the directory, I'm going to Business.com, the homepage, and you scroll down, and at the very bottom here, you'll see Featured Listings. You need to click that link. These are all the featured listings and categories, but once you find the featured listings, you need to click List Your Site up here on the right-hand side, and you don't actually click here, Create Your Ad. That's their own pay-per-click marketing campaign. You can give that a go if you want, but I'd suggest getting listed in their directory. So scroll down the page further and click Add Your Site here. And then you'll actually be able to actually fill in your details and hopefully get listed within the Business.com directory. Business.com is a little bit more business to business, not so much business to consumer. Depends on your marketplace, but if it is relevant for you in terms of categories, it is probably worthwhile listing this listing fee, just paying this listing fee. The thing about directory submissions is, it's twofold. You're appealing to search engines because, people like, Google search, Yahoo search, MSN search, analyze the different directories. They know the different directories that have been around for a while. And if your website's listed in all these directories, then obviously you've got greater chance of being recognized as an authority in your field. So, that's the first reason for getting listed in directories. The second reason is simply traffic. People do browse through these directories. They are popular. People like browsing for things by categories instead of actually having to search by search engines because they know they can just go through a list of relevant websites for a particular category. So, hopefully, with the volume of visitors that you get from these directories, it will make it worthwhile, the inclusion fee. So, it is worthwhile going for these main directories.